Right, today we are going to make a mascarpone and lime torte, which is an Italian cheesecake using Italian cheese, soft cheese, mascarpone, and the lime or orange or lemon, whichever you choose to use, will actually set the mixture. The acid on the protein in the cheese and the cream will set the mixture. So the first thing we need to do is make our biscuit base. So we're going to weigh out on before you zero your scales, okay, and we want 75 grams of butter or margarine. And this butter or margarine we're going to melt, not fry, melt on a low heat. And that's why we're not melting in the microwave, because we will overcook it, fry it and give it a different flavour. We're just going to melt it so that it binds with our biscuits. So you've got 75 grams of butter or margarine. Make sure your scales are on grams. And then we're going to put that on a very gentle heat just to melt while we weigh our biscuits. Remember, pan handles to the side. Gas cooker, we're going to go to the ignition switch. Check you've got flame, and you're going to have it on a low heat, melting while we do our biscuits. So again, plate on, zero our scales, and I'm using digestive biscuits. You can use chocolate digestives, you can use ginger, you can use hobnob, whichever you prefer. And we want 150 grams of biscuits, which is going to be about 10 biscuits, I think. Now we're going to put these biscuits in the plastic bags that are available for us on the middle table, and we're going to crush them, evenly crush them using our rolling pin. Now we're not going to bang our rolling pin because it's noisy. We don't need to tie the bag up, we just need to carefully roll over the biscuits in the plastic bag. If you try and bash them, you'll pierce the plastic bag and lose your biscuits. And you want a nice even amount of crushing. If you tie your plastic bag, obviously if you try to roll over the top of it, it will force the air to one end and burst your plastic bag. So I can hear my butter frying, so I've turned it right down. Just needs to finish melting. So that's my biscuits crushed, ready to go in my melted butter. So I'm going to get a wooden spoon and my wooden mat. My butter's all nicely melted now. Turn your heat off, and you're going to put your biscuits straight into the saucepan. Keep yourself tidy, put the bag in the bin, and you're going to coat those biscuits with the melted butter. And what's going to happen is that while you are making the filling, the butter will re-solidify and make a solid biscuit base. Now the flan dish you need a 15 centimetre wide, quite a deep flan dish. It could be crock, it could be glass, or you can use a cake tin, okay? If you're going to have a bigger flan dish, it can be slightly more shallow, okay? And then if you haven't got a dish, you will need to bring in 20p to school for one of these foil dishes. But these foil dishes, we haven't got an unlimited supply, so I would prefer it if you could bring your own flan dish. So you're going to put your biscuit base in your flan dish, and then you're going to get a metal spoon and press the base down. Quite firmly, so it's nice and solid. It looks like a lot of biscuit, but once you've pressed it down, it will only be a quarter of your flan tin. Press it down nice and firmly, and then you're going to put that in the fridge to set. Now, if you're all using foil dishes, you won't know whose dish is which. So when you come to put it in the fridge, please make sure you put a label on the side with your name on before you put it in the fridge. Right, our filling then. To make our filling, first of all, we need our lemon, lime or orange. And before we juice it, it is always better to grate first. And I've just washed the grater because I've got it out of the cupboard and it was filthy. So don't moan, just re-wash if anything is filthy, because the lesson time is now so short, we do not have time to check your kitchens as well as we used to. Now you are not going to grate it on the large hole of the grater. You're going to grate it on the small hole of the grater, and you only want the colour, the green bit, the orange bit, the yellow bit, the zest. You do not want the pith, which is the white bit, as it's very bitter. Most of your flavour is in the oils in that colour. So try and get as much of the colour grated as possible before you use your lemon, lime or orange. Now, orange is not quite as acidic as lemon and lime, and therefore it will not set quite as solid with orange. You can, of course, use a mixture, so I could use half a lime and half a lemon, or I could do it lemon and orange, half an orange, half a lemon. It's entirely up to you. So once you've got most of the colour off your lime, then you need to get as much of the zest as possible off the grater, going over it with a palette knife and making sure you've got the zest from inside as well. Next thing we need to do is we need to juice our lemon. So cut it in half. Juices will be on the middle table. So juice your lemon, orange or lime. You want both halves if you're just using one fruit, or half and half if you're using two. The next thing we need to do is we need to measure our cream. Because although you've been told to bring in 300 millimetres of cream, you're using half in the filling and the other half you're going to use for decoration. So you need to measure half your cream on a flat surface in a measuring jug, 150 mils. And the other half is for decoration. Right. You now need your glass bowl. You're going to put your 150 millilitres of cream in your glass bowl, and you're going to whip it until it forms soft peaks. So use the plastic spatula to get all your cream out. And then you're going to use the electric whisk. So make sure your hands are nice and dry, and do not whisk on your draining board near the water. It could cause an electric shock. So you need to put the two balloons in the whisk, they will click in. You need to plug the whisk in. And you do not start using the whisk until you've got the whisk in your bowl. You're going to make soft peaks, and the time it takes to make these soft peaks will very much depend on the cream you use. Double cream will whisk a lot quicker than whipping cream because it has a higher fat content. Single cream will not whip at all because it hasn't got enough fat in it. And if you're using a cream substitute, such as Elmley, that will whip very quickly. Also, the temperature of the room will affect the whipping time. And what we're doing is we're whipping in bubbles. These bubbles are increasing the volume of our cream, parting the food molecules, and that is making it stiffer. Notice I'm not standing there like that, I'm actually moving the whisk around the bowl for even whipping. And your cream is whipped when it starts to form ripples. Okay, if you don't think it's whisked enough, you want to whisk it slightly more, don't use the electric whisk again. Just take one of the beaters and whisk it a little bit more and it will stiffen it up. Okay, so to our cream, we are going to add our mascarpone cheese. Now, I'm not going to measure this mascarpone cheese because I know I need 250 grams, and this is a 250 gram tub. And that's going to go straight in with our cream. We're then going to add to this, when we've mixed it up, using a hand whisk so it's nice and smooth. We're going to add a tablespoon, a rounded tablespoon of icing sugar. Now don't just put the icing sugar in, you will need a sieve. Use the measuring spoon, sieve on top of your bowl, and you're adding a rounded tablespoon. If you're not sure, not quite a rounded tablespoon. That was a level tablespoon, just a little bit more. And that is to add sweetness to our dip. So sieve it so it's nice and smooth. And mix that with your cream and mascarpone. To that, you're going to add your lime zest, lemon zest or orange zest, and your juice. And that acid will coagulate the protein, making it set. Give it a stir around. making sure it's mixed nice and smoothly. And you will find that as you do it, it will become the right stiff consistency you need for the filling. Gets a bit stuck in the middle, and make sure you've got as much out of your whisk as you can, and then you're ready to put your filling in the flan dish. So I'm now going to get the flan dish out of the fridge, and I'm going to fill it. So what we're looking for is a nice smooth mixture, well mixed, and a nice smooth top to it. So you're going to use a palette knife to smooth down the top of your mixture. So use your plastic spatula to get as much out as possible, and then you're ready to smooth it over your biscuits. Now if you try and do this a little bit at a time, all you will be doing is lifting the biscuit base. So put it all in first, get your palette knife, and then gently smooth it round your flan dish. So you've got a nice smooth top to it. Now, this is a very solid mixture because you have stiffened the cream with whipping and you've added the acid, which denatures the protein, and then protein reforms and sets, coagulates. Now, your marks are going to go on presentation as well. So along with it being smooth, you need to have it nice and tidy. So, get your dishcloth, clean dishcloth, damp it, and very carefully go around the outside of your flan dish, just tidying it up. And you're ready to work on your presentation. So, I asked you to bring in some kind of fruit. I've got kiwi. Remember, we top and tail the kiwi. Did this in year 7. We then put it on a flat surface and we do a curved motion with our knife to cut off the peel. Now you can leave the peel on if you want, but it doesn't taste very nice. And you're thinking 3D with your decoration, so I don't want any flat pieces put on. I'm going to get rid of all my peel, and then I'm going to slice my kiwi because it's a very pretty fruit. Turn it over, do the other side, making sure you've got all the peel off if you want to peel it, or you're just going to slice it and quarter it if you're not going to peel it. So, bridge with my hand, cut my kiwi in half, flat surface again, bridge with my hand, quarter it, and then I'm going to slice it, and I will have enough then to decorate my flan. You can use slices of lemon, you can use slices of orange, you can use raspberries, strawberries. So, I now need to whip my cream for my decoration. So, But don't just get another bowl out of the cupboard. There isn't enough. You need to wash your bowl, your balloon whisks, and your plastic palette knife. So remember, the washing up brush is for washing, the dishcloth is for wiping the surfaces, and your tea towel is for drying your equipment. Use a bowl with hot soapy water in it to clean your bowl, and turn it upside down so it drains before you dry it up. Dry it thoroughly. Make sure it's clean by visually looking at it. Then you need your palette knife and your balloon whisks ready to go back in your whisk. You will also need your measuring jug again. So wash up your measuring jug. Because you will need that again as well. Again, I've turned it upside down so all the water drains out of it and you don't just get a wet tea towel. So measuring jug, plastic palette knife, balloon whisks back in your whisk. Make sure your hands are dry. You get your rest of your cream. And you're going to whisk this cream until it is stiff, not soft peaks. So turn your whisk on. You want this nice and stiff. You need to be very careful, because if you over whisk cream, you actually make butter. You separate the fat from all the other liquids. And that fat is what we use to make butter. The bigger the bowl, the more air you will incorporate, the quicker it will whisk. Now I'm forming soft peaks. I just want to go a little bit further to make it stiff. Stiff. Okay, that's how stiff you want it. Now, you're going to pipe. Now the piping bags we've got at school are washable, so when you've finished with it you will need to wash it up, you will need to wash the nozzle up, you will then put the piping bag in the wash basket and the nozzle nice and dry in the basket for the nozzle. So the nozzle goes in the piping bag before you fill it up, unlike some piping bags where you screw it onto the outside. It actually goes in. Now to help you fill it, put it over your measuring jug, and that makes it easy to fill. You can fill it with your cream, which is nice and stiff and will make pretty rosette patterns. You're using a serrated nozzle. Check, because there's all different nozzles in the basket of nozzles, that you've got a serrated nozzle, not a plain one. Once you've got the cream in, you're going to push it down towards the nozzle and you're going to twist the top. Try as far as possible not to hold it like that because you're warming up the cream and it will make it separate. You're going to pipe from above, not from the sides, and you're going to do it opposite sides so it's even. So you push down, make a rosette, push down, make a rosette. Then you're going across, push down, and across the other side. Then you're going in the middle, across the other side, middle, across the other side. And then you can fill in quite evenly between those rosettes. All the way around the outside, and then with the last bit of cream you can do a bigger rosette in the middle. You're then going to think 3D. So you're not going to put your fruit flat, you're going to put your fruit upwards so it's sticking out. And I'm going to start by doing it every other one. Nice big one for the middle. Every other one. And that should be nice and even. And they should stand up. And then in the centre, and there is your finished chilled lime and mascarpone torte.